Right, so it's that time that we learn some proper English pronunciations. So let me bring in our word master, Willis Ocheng. Willis, it's great to see you this evening. There you go. How are you doing?
Great to see you too, Betty. How are you?
Well, I'm great, Willis. I'm great. Here in Nairobi, we're still looking for the 3 lions. But we're doing well, Willis. We're doing well.
I know. And in Kisumu, we are relaxing, and as at this point of time, we have to do something. I can see my very able cameraman, Nicholas Mburu, already smiling from the other end.
He does a great job, Willis. He does a great job. Now, I want us to start from word on the street. Let's listen to what our Kenyans on the street had to say this week.
Obese, obese.
Obese, obese, obese.
Obese, obese.
Pese, obese, obese,
Obese. 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 Obese.
obese, obese, obese,
Obese. Obese.
obese, obese, obese,
Obese. Obese.
Obese. Obese. Iko sawa.
Obese. Obese.
Obese, obese, obese.
obese, obese.
Willis, tonight is... You have some serious
Betty.
work tonight. Obese.
How are you?
I'm fine. Well, I'm, it's a nice tickle. Tell us, Willis, obese, I don't want... You said no laughing and, so we'll keep it strictly that. So tell us,
Well,
educate
I
us.
said no laughing, Betty, but sometimes just for the sake of learning, but let us not think of laughing at anybody in terms of what somebody has said, because I always say, nobody, not even Willis, that is myself, can be perfect. Anyway, when we see the word, we think it should be obese or obese. But the correct or acceptable pronunciation of that word, Betty, is obese. Obese.
Okay.
And we talk of obesity. So the problem of seeing words and pronouncing them wrongly because of what we see even affects a certain club in England, especially when it comes to what people say locally. Because you've heard people talking of Leicester and all that. So I have today brought that one at the beginning of our program.
Right.
So the club is called Leicester. Leicester, not Leicester, Leicester, Leicester. We say Leicester, but not what we see. So Leicester, obese, obesity.
Okay, Willis. Okay, like you mentioned, we shouldn't laugh because I'm surprised at Leicester, and I'm also surprised at obesity. I've always thought it's obesity, so now I know.
Many
Now
people say that, Betty.
All right, got it, Willis. Now, moving on to another word. Do we say word on the street was hilarious today, or is it word on the street was hilarious? Hilarious or hilarious?
We say hilarious.
Right.
Hilarious.
Okay.
We should avoid he, we say he, hilarious. We should also avoid larious.
Okay.
Hilarious. So, hilarious.
Hilarious. Got it, Willis. Moving on to this other word. Now this one, you hear pronunciations like affidavit, David. How do we go about that one?
Anyway, Betty always talk about what we call the English phonology. That is the sound system or speech sounds in English. There is a way that they behave. So in this case, what we avoid is David. We say affidavit, affidavit. And I think this word is becoming very popular this week.
Yes.
And we should also remember we say Josephine, Josephine, not Josephine. And Kafura, not Kavura, not Kabura, and all that. Josephine Kafura. Anyway, that is by the way. But the word in question is affidavit.
Willis, tonight you're on fire. So we say Josephine and not Josephine, the way most of us pronounce.
Josephine.
Josephine. Got it, Willis, got it. Okay, moving on to this next one. Do we say mundane or mundane?
Mundane. Mundane.
Mundane.
Letter U takes what we call the mid-central vowel sound, mundane.
Mundane.
Not mundane, mundane, no, mundane.
Okay, got it, Willis. Moving on to this other word, do we say reclamation of land or is it reclamation? Is it kla or clay?
Betty, that is a tricky word.
Right.
The noun form begins with the sounding reclamation, reclamation.
Okay.
But the verb is reclaim, reclaim. Just like restore, but not restoration. We say restoration. Restore, restoration, reclaim, reclamation. So we should avoid reclamation.
Okay, got it, Willis, got it. Moving on to this other word. Do we say tribunal or tribunal? That's especially in this trade of journalism. This is a word that we have been using for quite some time, in the recent past. Is it tribunal or tribunal?
We have the diphthong I, that is the dual vowel glide, I. So you say try, not tree. Tribunal, tribunal, not tribunal, the way it is said by so many people in our midst.
All right, got it, Willis. Now, Willis, after you've told us that we say obesity and we also say Leicester and not Leicester, do you have any other surprise word tonight?
Betty, I'll go straight to the feedback question. One Eve Kerubo of Elimu Center in Kisii Town talked about quasar, quasar, not quasar. Quasar, Q-U-A-S-A-R is quasar. Quasar, not quasar.
Not quasar.
Then the surprise word for tonight, Betty, is a word which is commonly mispronounced. Especially in churches, many people talk of chaplain or chaplain, but we don't say lay. That A is not there. Letter A in the terminal or the final syllable is silent. So you say lin, not lane. The pronunciation is chaplain, the chaplain, not the chaplain. And chaplain, Betty.
Got it.
Then when we come to the confusing words, we have the two. Betty, you'll agree with me that many people talk of weapons cache. Weapons cache. When they're using or referring to the upper word. The upper word is actually pronounced as cash, just like money. Cash. That is C-A-C-H-E, cash. Weapons cash, not cache. But when we talk about a special quality, Betty, with letter T at the end, we say cache. Cache.
Got it. Got
you
it,
get that?
Willis. Yes, yes. So it's a cash.
And Betty, before I talk of anything else, please accept some commendation from one Munyoki Jr. of Nairobi, Manasseh Brian of Catholic University Kisumu campus, and Isa Hassan of Garissa County. They have said, Friday briefing, palms up.
Thank you very much, and thank you so much to the people you've mentioned there for watching Friday Briefing. Willis, it's always a pleasure having you on Mind Your Language as you teach us those difficult pronunciations like Leicester.
My pleasure too. So we should say Leicester, obese, obesity, not obese, obese, and all that. And if somebody wants to know more from me, they can reach me on Twitter
at
Willis Ochieng 1.
Got it. So at Willis Ochieng 1 is his handle on Twitter. Ask him all the questions that you have in regards to pronunciation. You can always get him right here on Mind Your Language Friday Briefing.